everyone. I'm just taking out this guitar because it's one of my treasures. Classical music sounds a little bit odd on this, but I did want to play it just to show you guys that this is my American Deluxe 2014 model, and I wanted to show you guys what this guitar has that sounds different than most guitars, and it's the S1 pickups. Now, S1 pickups are supposed to be noiseless when you click through, and I don't hear a lot of noise. It's been used very aggressively since 2004, this guitar. So I guess 11-12 years it's been abused, and it still has the same electronics and it sounds fine. I was playing a little bit of classical music just to show you, because I never really use the push switch, but when you do use the push switch you get 5 more tones. Show you this because I guess we have the traditional Strat sound, but this acts as a mini humbucker. So basically when you push it in, it instead of makes a single coil, it makes it into a mini humbucker, so you can get sound. I guess you can get a little bit more thicker sound or muddier sound, right? Whereas this would be darker, but it's an emulation of definitely muddier sound, and you do need that sometimes. I would never use it, but I put it on that classical setting just to show you when I'm playing classical music and I'm not playing with a band. Then of course I would need it, but you know, when you're playing with a band, you would never want to mix the frequencies with bass sounds or the bass drum or anything, so you would probably never use this. Even when I'm playing some of these bass notes, actually, especially when I was doing some classical stuff, it actually the speakers kind of clip, so it's not really built for that to take such low frequency or impact. Anyways, I'm gonna go over some of the traditional sounds that I think that make this guitar so great. Okay, besides the S1 pickups, it's got the locking tuners. They call this, I think Fender calls it staggered locking tuners. That's the exact term that they use for it. And the new ones have the F logos on it. If I could ever find another version of this guitar, I'd probably buy it because it sounds so great. But what happens is you can actually put your strings here, and you only have to loop it not even once, but half instead of 3 to 8 times. And then it cuts the string for you, and basically from that point, it's supposed to keep everything tuned. Okay, so I think that the combination of the tuners and the tuning pegs and also the roller here with the synthetic nut actually allow this guitar to actually, I guess, bend more, and also allow it to hold a lot of sustain. Because if you look, it's a very small headstock, okay? I'm going to show you a little bit of what I mean by this. Let me change the setting a bit so we could hear it like something like with all the bend, it does keep everything pretty in tune, I'd say. And these are old strings, but pulling it out of the case, it sounds, I think it sounds not bad. The bends, it still stays in tune. die that quickly compared to, it almost feels sort of like my 72 Strat with the really heavy, large headstock. It actually feels a little bit like that. But as people know, when I play guitar, I love to actually get that little mute sound. Point my guitar closer to you guys this way, because if you see this pick guard, it's actually got a bevel here. So because of the bevel, I can actually put my hand very easily, and it's got some grooves in it, and along with the bridge I can rest it very clearly, and I can get a lot of with comfort and ease of access, more so than my Telecaster. And both are great guitars, but I mean, I'm just saying, in terms of this kind of playing, I really prefer this kind of a guitar. I wanted to share with you guys that the traditional sound of palm muting is, it works, this guitar gives you a very responsive, accurate, clean tone when you're playing the traditional, wet kind of American Fender sound. It's got that gloss tone that no guitar can do, and all Fenders do this very well, all Fender Stratocasters that is, and this guitar does no different than that. So the only difference with this guitar is it's got actually a beveled heel here. So instead of a square, you can actually climb up to the 22 fret with access. I think all guitars should do this, but you know, it only comes with this particular guitar. Not even the custom shops have it, so there must be a reason why. But I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean by the classic traditional wet kind of tone you can get with this guitar. And I'm still doing palm muting the same way, right? Like that. Responsive, even the subtlety. So I don't know. I came across an exercise. I guess I'll try it just to show you what I mean by the 22 fret getting. When it gets here, sometimes if the heel is too square-like, it's hard. It's more angular this way, I guess. Show you guys a little bit of how broad this is. One more thing I'd like to show other than the cosmetics, it does have the abalone stone as opposed to the painted dots on a traditional Strat, which are, as you can see, these kinds of Strats, they're just painted on, right? But other guitars, such as this kind of a Strat, they have them, I guess they take the time to cut it out, and these are just, you know, it gives you that Jaguar experience, like, oh, I feel like I'm an executive playing this kind of a guitar, and it just reminds you with those abalone stones, right? Oddly enough, they just painted the bird's eye view here as well. But one thing I wanted to point out is this 2-point synchronized tremolo bridge. It is very cool because it's got a pop-in arm. So basically, it's got the bevel here, and it's actually supposed to just slide and pop and lock. So it's very, very precise. Then again, I don't really play too many things with the whammy bar these days, but it does do the same job as what a gem does, but it has a little bit more precision in the sense that the traditional Floyd Roses, I don't know, even the high-end ones, eventually these things always tend to fall. I don't know why, but look, this stays in place no matter how I play it, and it always stays tacked. So that's one thing that I wish guitar companies did more of. However, I guess you can't really dive as much, but I'll try to dive a bit with this, and I'll show you guys a little bit about this guitar. Let's see, we're gonna try out the bridge pickup actually, and see if it actually holds up. I prefer the Jacksons or the EVHs over this, but, or even a gem, right? But you know, I'm gonna show you guys, it does hold up to what I'm talking about. And see, with ease, it's still in the same spot. A little bit of focus, but this guitar, like I said, heavily abused. I barely ever set it up, and right out of the box, 9 to 42, not like the Telecaster, 9 to 42 strings. Every time I plot them in, they stay somehow in place, and you know, the action's nice and low. I like my guitars nice and low. You all know that. So I like my action really low, and my I guess my strings really low to the neck. I'm going to show you, it does hold up to the traditional tapping stuff that you can do. Let me show you a little I guess that's about all I wanted to share with you guys with this guitar. I do wish to do a more extensive review on this guitar. However, time is limited and I don't want to take up your time, so I will probably make a second video about this guitar because it is a great guitar to have. It comes with the traditional locking tuners. The locking handles, so strap locks. But these ones I changed because ironically the ones that I had fell off on this guitar, and it comes with a very nice deluxe case that's actually custom molded for this model, for this guitar. Also, if you're looking to figure out why or looking to see the easiest way to do it is when you look at this guitar, it's got the I guess the DZ, which means the deluxe version, whereas something like this would just have a D or a US at the back of it, right? So or even a Z, right? But it wouldn't have anything more than that. It's nice that these guitars have the imprints, but I prefer like the imprints here to hold it but I do prefer this guitar, and it's not to say that any other guitar is different. I'm just saying that this guitar has very unique features, and it does a job you can't go wrong with this guitar. And that's my speculation and my thoughts. I'm not a big fan of the push switch, but it is nice to have if you're playing by yourself or if you're playing some melodic stuff with it. I hope I did this justice, and yeah, I will speak more highly about this guitar in the future. If you ever buy the kit of this, just this set, I think they run about $300 for just this plate with the pickups, and it's mixed reviews. Some people like the S1, some people don't. I love it, and if you look, it's kind of like got a olive tone to it. I don't know if the camera can collect it, but that's another thing that's a big giveaway for this kind of guitar. Anyways, I hope you liked it, and we'll talk soon. Peace out, everyone.